The night I found my brother's old journal and discovered the truth about our family, I always thought every family had secrets, but I never expected to find mine written down in my brother's own handwriting. That night, when I opened his old journal in the attic, I realized everything I believed about my childhood was a lie. It started a few months after my brother Ryan passed away in a car accident. We hadn't been close for years. He'd always been the quiet one, distant, private, the kind of person who never really shared much. When my mom asked me to help clean out his old room, I didn't expect to find anything unusual, just some baseball trophies, old photos, and a few notebooks. But tucked behind a loose floorboard, I found something different. A small, worn-out leather journal, tied shut with string. It wasn't labeled. Just one word on the front, written in black ink: truth. At first, I thought it was some kind of teenage poetry, or maybe an old rant, but as I started reading, I realized it was written for me. The first page started with, "If you're reading this, I guess I never got the chance to tell you, but you deserve to know what really happened." My stomach dropped. The entries started from when we were kids, things I remembered but never thought twice about. The strange fights between our parents late at night. The times my dad would leave suddenly and come back days later. The whispers about money and papers. I was too young to understand. Then came the part that made my hands shake. You were never supposed to know. Mom tried to protect you, but Dad isn't who he says he is. He went on to explain that our dad had been living under a fake identity. He'd changed his name years before we were born, after being involved in some kind of corporate scandal, something about fraud and stolen money from a company in New Jersey. He'd taken our mom, moved states, and built a new life. Ryan said he found out by accident when he was 16 after finding an old document in a locked drawer. He confronted our mom and she broke down. That's when she told him everything. How our new life was supposed to keep us safe. How she'd lived in fear that one day someone would come looking for him. That's why he was so strict, Ryan wrote. Why we could never move. Why he hated cameras. And why he always said, trust no one. The final entry was the hardest to read. I wanted to tell you, but Mom made me promise not to. She said if you knew, you'd go looking for answers and that would ruin everything. But I can't take this secret anymore. I'm tired of pretending. I sat there in the attic for hours, shaking, rereading every word. When I finally went downstairs, I asked my mom about it. She froze. Her face went pale. After a long silence, she just said, you weren't supposed to find that. That was it. No denial, no explanation. Just silence. I don't know what to believe anymore. My dad's gone now. He passed away 5 years ago. But the more I dig, the more I find small pieces that match Ryan's story. Old newspaper clippings, strange bank records, a letter addressed to a name I don't recognize. Now, every time I think about my childhood, every photo, every memory, I wonder if any of it was ever real. Sometimes, the truth doesn't just change the way you see your family, it changes who you are. And I still don't know if I'm ready for all the answers.